Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Winda Widiningsih, NIM 1902130002. I am a student of the Sharia Economic Law Study Program, Faculty of Sharia, Palangkaraya State Islamic Institute. Here I will explain 3 points, namely the formulation of the problem, research objective, and research result from the journal entitled Sharia Economic Law in the National Legal Order to fulfill the final semester exam assignment. As for the formulation of the problem examined from this journal, there are 2, namely 1. How is the relationship between Islamic economic law and the philosophy of the state of Indonesia? 2. What is the legal position Sharia economics in order national law? The objective of this journal research are 1. To know and understand how is the relationship between Islamic economic law and Indonesian state philosophy. 2. To know and understand how the position of Islamic economic law in other national law. Then, the result of this study state that the rise of the new economy amidst economic domination, capitalist and socialist, begins in the 1940 and only decades later the concept of Islamic economic law began to appear in various countries. Currently, the governments of Pakistan, Malaysia, and several other countries are starting to implement a program of centralization of the Islamic redistribution system, namely zakat. Then more than 60 countries through Islamic banks by offering an interest-free system which is called an alternative to the conventional banking model with the flower system. Although the study of Islamic economics is quite old, it is as old as Islam itself. Saying the reality in Indonesia, the inclusion of elements of Islam, economic Sharia, in the ideals of economic law Indonesia, not mean direction the national economy towards a particular religious economic ideology, but because the Sharia economic has been alive and will for a long time, not only in Indonesia, but also in the world. The Sharia economic system is one of the other economic systems, such as capitalist and socialist. According to Zimli Asidiki, deep from the perspective of an economic constitution, we don't need to get caught up in a discussion about economic ideology. The existence of Islamic economics has a strong foundation, both formally and formally Sharia formal constitution. Formally Sharia, the existence of Islamic economics has a strong argument. In the context of the country, the Sharia economic has constitutional foundation. Islamic economic system, on the one hand, and economic law, Sharia on the other hand, is a problem that must be built based on the mandate of the law in Indonesia. To build a Sharia economic system, it is necessary to have the will of the people to implement the provisions of fiqh in the economic sector. Will the build Sharia economic law political will is needed to violate fiqh law with the situation and condition of Indonesian society. Such adoption must constitute the ijtihad of the fuqaha, ulama, and government so that the law can enter as law. Complication of Sharia economic law means positive and unique Islamic economic law in Indonesia. If the complication of Sharia economic law is not regulated, religious court judges will decide on a case of Sharia economics with a book on the book of fiqh which is well known in various schools, because there are no positive legal references that are unique. So, there is disparity in the decisions between one court and another court. Among others, one judge another. The different expression of judges with different sentence, judges with different opinions and decisions actually apply. Complication of Sharia economic law is issued in the form of Supreme Court Regulation Number 2 of 2008 concerning the complication of Sharia economic law. Complication of Sharia economic law has lagged behind its provisions existing Sharia laws, fatwas such as the DSN, National Sharia Council. That's all I can explain. Warm words apologies. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.